Hey folks, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Here's a tool to help you level up your skills and play in jam sessions. Once you learn and memorize any new song, transpose it to a different key. For example, Wagon Wheel is originally in A major. Once you learn that, try to play it in G major. So this will help you to map the fingerboard, train your ear, plus it prepares you for that moment in a jam session when somebody brings in a song that you know, but they do it in like E flat instead of D. So if you've practiced your scales and practiced this skill of transposing to other keys, then you won't freak out, you'll be able to hang with it. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk about easy transpositions and hard transpositions. And we're going to use a very simple beginner song, Mary Had a Little Lamb. But don't be hating on Mary Had a Little Lamb, because easy songs like this you can keep returning to over and over again to level up some new challenging skill. I've got a whole set of videos on that idea. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with easy transpositions. So for this, all we're going to do is take a melody and start it on a different string with the same fingering. So Mary Had a Little Lamb is played in D major, at least that's the way I teach it, starting on D2. If we want to play it in G major, we simply start it on the G string on G2, same exact fingering. If we want to play it in A major, we start it on the A string, same fingering. What's great about this is that even beginners can do it. If you know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb and you know the D major scale, then you can switch to each of these different other scales. Now, this won't always work. Just a little warning. If you, for example, play Arkansas Traveler, which is usually in D major, and you want to transpose it to G major, and so you're like, okay, let's head on down to the G string. You don't have a string below that to play, right? So in that case, we would have to instead transpose up an octave from the low G to start it on D3. But notice that that has a totally different fingering, which leads to the next part of this lesson. So when you transpose tunes to other fingerings, or to keys with a different fingering, it's more challenging. You got to do more mental work to figure out the fingering. But I think I've developed a pretty good process, step-by-step process, to really help you do that. So let's do it with Mary Had a Little Lamb. We're going to move it from D major to C major. So I'm just going to walk you through each step, okay? So we start by playing the song in the original key. Da-da-da-da-da-da, and play the whole thing. I'm using a D drone to help center me. It gives me harmonic context. Later, when we switch to C major, we'll switch the drone to C major. Second step is to sing and play the first phrase in the original key. So just the first phrase now. Now sing it. Mary had a little lamb. And if it happens to be a melody without lyrics, la 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 la. Step 3 is to play the scale of the song and count each step. Mary Had a Little Lamb in D major, so we play D major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 4 is to identify which step of the scale the first note of the song starts on. So I have to go back and play Mary Had a... So it starts on D2. What step of the scale is that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a very key piece of information. I know that it starts on the third step of the scale. So now we reach a turning point in the process. We're going to shift to C major. And now we're going to use a C drone to give us that harmonic context. Not totally necessary, but I think it's very helpful. All right? And now we're going to play the scale for the target key. So if we're trying to go to C major, I'll play a C major scale. Step 6 is to play and sing the first note of the song in C major. So remember from an earlier step, we figured out that Mary Had a Little Lamb starts on the 3rd step of the major scale. So all I have to do now is play C major. La. Play that note, sing it. La, la, Mary. Okay? Then the next step is to sing the first phrase. Mary had a little lamb, la 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 la. And the final step is to play the first chunk. And that's it. That's the process. Now, if you can get to that point, and you know your scales well, you know the target scale well anyway, you just may be able to jump into playing the whole song in the new key, the target key. But if you don't, then simply repeat the process on the next section of the song. So you would go back to D major and play this. So let's say we're going to get this part. Then you do all the steps and do to play it in C major, okay? And you could work through the song that way. And if you do the first few chunks, you'll probably just get the rest of it. Again, if you know, the better you know your scales, the easier this is to do, all right? If you're trying to transpose and you've hit a roadblock and you're totally stuck and you can't go forward, always just return to the original key. That's your rule of thumb. And also remember that singing is a superpower. It will really help you with the transposition process. In fact, you can practice transposing without your fiddle, or without, if you're on another instrument even, without that, and just use your voice. So let's say I'm using a D drone to sing it in the original key. Mary had a little lamb. And then I could bump it up to E flat. Mary had a little lamb. I'm starting to hear the tune in another scale. To E. Mary had a little lamb. Maybe this song is better for my voice. I mean this key. So, and you can by doing the process, even for like 5 minutes, using a drone tone, or if you have a piano, just hit one note and do it. You don't even have to know how to play piano. Just look up on the internet, where is a C? Bonk. Where is a D? Bonk. And try that. It'll be very useful practice. Again, singing, if you're a fiddle player, I won't even begin to get into it right now, but it is a superpower for fiddle players and violin players. All right, so cool. Thanks for watching this video on transposition. I think I'm gonna do some follow-up like shorts to kind of give more examples of the transposition process. But in closing out, I want you to approach this in the spirit of fun, because if you really try to do this for a song and make this a regular practice, you kind of feel your brain buzzing. It's very cool to hear a melody just it'll sound like something really new. And maybe some tune you've played over and over again, it's just kind of tired sounding. You try to do it in a different key and it's just like, whoa. So I encourage you to find the fun in it and to just think and realize that you're really upping your ability when you practice this regularly. Cool. Thanks for watching FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Yeah! We'll see you soon.
Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more.
Thanks for watching the video. Excellent.
And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.